Hey everybody, welcome back to the Marquise Walker Career Mode series on Madden 19. This is going to be another big episode. It's our 7th game of the year, trying to stay undefeated. And I know we're going to have a tough challenge today from the Houston defense. This team only has a couple victories, so we should win, and hopefully win by a lot. But with J.J. Watt on defense, I saw DeAndre Hopkins is still on this team. They have playmakers. Anything can happen. You know how this series has gone. So let's get into the action. And we're going to start. Just want to see who's on this team. Mike Williams, Gio Bernard. Who's the quarterback? Oh, Jared Boerigter. And they get a touchdown on their opening possession against our normally stout defense. So here we go in Houston, getting underway, Marquise. 17 touchdowns on the season for Marquise Walker. 7 of those, I think. Maybe it's 8. I forget now. It's a good thing to forget when it's that high. But most going to Odell Beckham Jr. So, great year for him. Great year for Marquise. Walker threw his 100th career touchdown last episode, while Odell Beckham caught his 500th career catch. Great milestone week. And can't get this one complete to Ingram. Good coverage. 3rd down and 6 now from the 29. To the outside. Got it there for Barkley. 28 kind of warped there in coverage. It looked like he had perfect positioning to at least contest the catch. Kind of reminded me of that Saquon Barkley game winner a couple episodes back. On 1st down, Barkley carries. Breaks off a good run here, picking up the 1st down. New set of downs. We might be going vertical on this one. We're going deep for Shepard. The throw is there. Evan Ingram. No, couldn't make the catch. I was wrong. It was not for Sterling Shepard. So I said Shepard. I meant Gresham. It was actually Ingram. So does this happen to anybody else but me? I get messed up on this stuff so much. Anyway, this was just a cool looking play, I thought. Nearly had it. That might be a catch, but it also would have been a Tyrann Mathieu fumble recovery most likely, so I'm okay with it being incomplete. I've had a great time with this series lately. Just the episodes have been fun for one reason or another. Sometimes it's because we just sign new fullbacks every week. We're working on our 3rd of the season now. None have gotten hurt. None have played particularly bad, particularly well. Yet we're now on fullback number 4! I was wrong! Who is Gear? It's our 4th fullback! You gotta be kidding me! 1st down, Odell Beckham Jr. That's the one thing remaining consistent. I can't believe this game. Fullback, Donald Gear, the rookie. So Meadows lasted 1 game. I wonder how long Donald Gear is going to last. Is there like a rule? Did we sign a bad contract where we have to get a new fullback every single week? 1st and 10 here from the pistol. And sacked! Lost the football! And they got it! J.J. Watt! Man, Clowney had 74 stuck in an engagement there the entire time. Neither of them knew the ball was on the ground. Which looked actually somewhat realistic just because, like, they probably they wouldn't know unless they could see it. They're just, you know, blocking and trying to get off blocks. So they can't make anything of the takeaway, but they have shown some pressure early on. So good start for Houston in their house. I've always liked this stadium. For whatever reason, I like indoor stadiums, even though, like, if I had the choice of watching a game, I'd want to watch something in, like, 10 inches of snow. Like, I was really disappointed when they were hyping up that KC Indy game, and it was like, the field was definitely impacted. You could tell, but they didn't have to, like, go through a bunch of snow. The NFL is just too good about keeping the field clear. Remember that Vikings-Ravens snow game that we got back in 2000, I want to say 13, maybe 14? I forget if Zimmer was coach at the time. I do know a bad call helped the Ravens win that game, though. Vikings should have gotten that one. If I remember correctly, it was a pass interference or illegal contact, something of that nature on Chad Greenway. Terrible call. and then they end up winning the game. And here's Walker. Deep shot again. Incomplete. The safety comes over. Andre Hal. That was hell of a play. Better leave a like for that one, am I right? 3rd down and 4 now for the G-men. And pressure. Escaping it. Probably shouldn't be scrambling back 30 yards like this. So a really tough start by this Houston defense. I was right in being worried about them. Good run by Saquon Barkley, stretching this out. Early indication says that we should run the football more today. So time for me to sit back and watch some running backs do their work. Got the NFL draft season coming up. I'll be sure to give you my favorite running backs. That's got to be a new thing. I'll just watch all the running backs. I'm no scout, but I'll just tell you who my favorites are. I've started watching some of the prospects, and who do you think I watched first? Like, who would be your guess? If you guessed Josh Jacobs of Alabama, you were correct. I've watched a little bit of him, watched a little bit of Benny Snell from Kentucky. I'll get to others like Damian Harris and David Montgomery. Oh, whoa! Almost lost the football right there. But I'll let you know my favorite running backs, don't you worry. That's going to be a new thing. See, my goal is that every year there's like an undrafted running back that breaks out or whatever. I want to be able to warn you that it's going to happen before it does. That's going to be my new goal. We head to the air. Downfield. Tight coverage. Good play. Spencer Gresham. So whoever is 2019's Phillip Lindsay, I'm hoping that I tell you about them before like August. Hopefully. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. Not much. Again, we head to the air. Engram's open. He's got this one inside the 10. Taken down. It's a gain of 21 yards. But how about those playoff games over the weekend with Damian Williams and C.J. Anderson having big days? Running back, so you weren't thinking about the beginning of the year? Anderson was a Raider for a week. Did you even know that? I didn't until I checked his Wikipedia page. I totally missed that. Here's a handoff to Mullins. Oh, no. But yeah, running back's obviously a very interchangeable position in the NFL. I'm not, like, skewed towards thinking running backs are the most valuable players on the team. I love watching them do their work. And I love that you can find good running backs just about anywhere. Here's the touchdown! It's Phelps! Is he on your fantasy team? I bet he was. That'd be a really sharp pick. Another score for Marquise Walker. It ties the game. If you're enjoying the action lately, like this episode lately, please leave a like. Those are much appreciated. They're very helpful. Helps with making sure YouTube recommends my stuff to more people. So likes are always something YouTubers usually hammer home. Leave a like. 80,000 likes. Let's do it. I try not to go overboard with it, but yeah, I do bring it up every video just because they are important. And that's a hold. I want less holds and more likes. I just don't want to take a safety here. That wouldn't look good. All right, lobbing. Shepard. No. That was, I have not seen that animation this year. We need to go back through that. The details of football. I love it. And when they show up in Madden, and I'm not used to seeing them, I get very excited about that. So a little late reaction here, but good recovery. And then he plays the receiver. Kind of shields him here. Doesn't want to get caught for PI. This is a technique you don't normally see in Madden. That was kind of cool. I think I'll run it here just to hope we get beyond the 10-yard line. Here is Saquon Barkley trying to go all the way outside, and that wasn't optimal. From the 5-yard line. Got to get out of the end zone here. Across the middle, it's risky, and it's incomplete for Spencer Gresham. So it's definitely been tougher today to make plays, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is, like, really fun for me. I always do this. I like to start my drive with a run, but there's a minute and 8 seconds left to go, and I come out in the I formation like it's 1968. What am I doing? I turned on an old Super Bowl a couple months ago. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was hilarious to even watch the Super Bowl. I forget who was playing. I think it was Washington and Miami, because I know Paul Warfield was in there, really good receiver at the time. But, ooh, that's risky. Tipped. Almost caught at the same time. But I was watching these teams in the first half, and they would run and just run into the line, get like 2 yards, 3 yards, and then they go on third down, and their plays were actually working when they had to throw it. It was like, it took so long to figure out that passing the ball was more effective. I know there were good running teams back then, and the game was different, but it was hilarious to turn that on and see that even in this Super Bowl, they could not run. It was a waste of time, and they were better off throwing, yet they were waiting until third down to do it. Over the middle. Oh my goodness, what a game. This is tough. I think I'm just going to incorporate a lot more random football conversation into these episodes. I think it's kind of fun. It's fun to stay on topic when things are intense, but I also like to just throw out random anecdotes about whatever football I've been consuming lately, because sometimes it's weird. You guys gonna watch that new Alliance of American Football? I think that debuts after the Super Bowl. I actually did not catch their quarterback draft or really anything, just because I haven't really taken secondary football leagues super seriously. But I mean, they're gonna be on CBS. It's a major network, so they're trying. It's got to be worth a shot to see what happens, right? Maybe you can catch me up in the comments on what I've missed so far. Isn't, like, Brad Childress a part of it? Or maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. From the 41-yard line, though, here in the Marquise Walker series, that's what the series is supposed to be about. Barkley losing a yard here. Really good just pursuit and engagement by this defense. These are the kind of episodes, though, that I love to go back and edit to just see what exactly I was talking about the entire time and how the episode kind of presents itself. Let's go, Gresham. That was a fantastic play. We'll take a second look at that one, too. The only difference between this episode and last in terms of the settings are that I re-entered them and saved a new file. I didn't do that the first time, so I was like, okay, if I just save a new file, will it tighten up? Could be placebo, but it is obviously a lot tighter. And check this out. He tries to make the play coming over the back. Doesn't work. Can't make the tackle. I'm getting some really cool looking plays in this game, so I'm really happy with the moves I've made in the settings, which I showed at the end of last episode. And I'll try to be a bit more on topic here. You can let me know if you don't like the off-topic stuff, if it detracts from the series and what you came to see. Sometimes I don't have off-topic stuff to talk about, but it seems that today, this episode, and a little bit of last, I've sure had some stuff to talk about. I gotta get out of trouble here. This looks like a messy situation. Run, Walker! Out of bounds! Gain of 20. That's more yards rushing than we've had in most of our games this year with Marquise. All right. Looking to the end zone now. They cover Ingram extremely well. Everybody is blanketed. JJ, go away. From the 7-yard line, again trying to throw for 6. They are not making this easy on me, and I can't run away because Barkley's right there. Whitney Merciless makes the play. So I think here I just kind of want to throw it up to Odell. But I'm worried about Matthew coming over and making it essentially double coverage. He's not. Singled up. It's Beckham. And he comes down out of bounds with it. Man, we got the look. This is why I've enjoyed editing the All-Pro sliders, though, because I think the gameplay in a lot of instances has looked really good today and better than it normally does. So you can leave your feedback on that as well. I'm having a good time. This is fun. I really do appreciate that you guys have allowed me to do this on a daily basis for so long. This is fun. Handoff Barkley, first down. We'll get back to the air on this one now. We'll take the easy yards here. I haven't had too many wide open looks like that, unless I've missed them. We run it again. Here's Saquon, and Zach Cunningham fills again. Texans fans, I haven't watched enough of him. How is he coming along? I need to get to watching some of these other players I'm interested in now that all the games have been played and I can kind of go back through games as I need to. I want to know more about Zach Cunningham because I've always been intrigued by him. Watched him a little bit at Vanderbilt. First down and 10. Maybe Gresham, the deep ball right here. Ooh. I guess the accuracy is only 86 or whatever for downfield, so that's bad. We'll run this again. Barkley following Will Hernandez. They help put Bernardrick McKinney on the ground. 3rd and short. This defense has kept around many of their players throughout this series, and they have a good group. Here's Ingram picking up the first down yardage. That was pretty easy. Looked like a cover 2 defense there, and we had perfect call. 54 seconds to go in the quarter, and that's Shepard over the middle. Haven't forced too many like that, but we have great receivers, and they can make these tough plays. So 1st and goal, and a chance to get our lead finally. All right, fullback number 4. Maybe you can stay on the roster by leading Barkley to the promised land right here. Donald Gear in motion. With the gears moving, we run it right. Saquon Barkley, touchdown! And the fullback did a phenomenal job. He did what he needed to do. He took out whoever was in his way. Touchdown Giants. 17-10 Giants lead, and we're going to look to put this thing away now in quarter number 4. Texans started out hot. Touchdown opening drive. Stops on the first, 2 defensive sequences? I know the first one was a punt, but since then they just haven't scored much. You got to get more than 10 against any team, really. Uh-oh. This is going to be tough, but you know what? Oh, never mind. Give it to Saquon Barkley. That is close. They almost stopped him short. We haven't tried one of these today. It might be the perfect time to break out a play-action shot play. And wow. I could have maybe gotten to Beckham there. Run, Marquise. That's a sack. Or no, a 1-yard gain. This is Barkley heading outside. Tries to put a move on the corner. And the Texans are going to force another tough 3rd down. Love this play design on the left side here with this route combo. And they got the underneath taken care of. Over the middle. Got it. Spencer Gresham. And thank you, O-line, for the protection. 1st down. Saquon Barkley getting the ball here in field goal range, but we're not getting much on the ground. All right, 3rd down. I got a couple routes on this play that I like. And they covered them. Oh, no, Shepard was wide open, actually. I shouldn't look to my side screen here as I'm running the ball with Marquise, but couldn't help myself. I did miss him. I didn't even take a good enough look. Anyway, it's a 1st down and 10 for the Giants. A step closer to victory. Running it with Barkley here. What? Do you see J.J. Watt, what he just did? Going right after Marquise Walker. JJ didn't care where the ball was going. He's not blocked. He's just going after Marquise today. That's not roughing. Whoa. And then we got this whole sequence here. Landing on JJ Watt. That's Connor coming to the defense of his quarterback. Saquon Barkley all the way out. Nice block. And a cool start to that play. A fun middle. Let down at the end, though. I want to see it just run through them. All right, I shouldn't try this down here. Probably not. Probably won't work. Handoff. Mullins, let's go. From the 3. Toss right. Mullins, get there. Yes, touchdown. Giants extend their lead. Is this win number 7? It sure looks like it. And now taking over in Houston territory, up 14 points. This to me was a pretty realistic game, honestly. They came in at home, underdogs, riled up in the beginning, and they get a good start, and then we just grind it out, and they peak too soon, essentially, in the game. They get all their offense basically in the first quarter, and then they struggle while we eventually find our success. And while don't have a huge day, get enough. So I've seen this game script 1,000 times. 24-10. Let's keep it going, Saquon Barkley. Nice play, Clowney. How aggressive would you get here? Do you just throw it up 2 scores because you know a mistake doesn't hurt you that bad? Kind of sounds like I want to do that. Over the middle for Odell Beckham Jr. Matthew maybe had a chance to intercept that, but he doesn't. Not a big day for Odell Beckham, though. Just 3 catches. Didn't realize we hadn't really used him much at all. Counter. Barkley to the left. Might have a shot here. Ran him over! And Cunningham almost takes the ball out. But Saquon heard me after earlier when he tried to go around him instead of through. I say we run it on 3rd and 5. Barkley doesn't get there, but we can kick our field goal and hopefully sail off into the sunset here and fly on back to New York. Ball game, everybody. 27-10. Good game for the Giants. Marquise Walker did not have the big day, and his numbers probably aren't going to be all that impressive, especially in the yards per attempt, as Houston was able to contest a lot of our throws. And we didn't really have the big play element today, but still, we did enough to get a 3-score victory. And Marquise ends up 217 yards, 1 touchdown, 8 yards an attempt, which is still really good. And then running the ball, Barkley 4 yards a carry, buck 17 and a touchdown. I'll show you those settings again here if you want to see, because I feel this was a game that's like, hey, this is an example of a slider set playing pretty well for this kind of a series. Once again, these are the sliders. Pass blocking's a bit lower than default. I like wide receiver catching at 45. I even like it at 42. I might move it to 42 in the future. We have run blocking at 55. I'm not sure it's totally necessary to have it that high. Maybe it can go down to 50. And then for the CPU defense, 55, 30, 50. In my tests, I've loved this combination of 3. 52, 30, 50 did not seem as tight. This does seem a lot tighter. I know in the previous game it didn't seem that way. Today's game it did. We'll have to just get a good sample size and evaluate again later on. But a great start to the year, now 7-0. And we get the Minnesota Vikings next time. Can't wait to face my favorite team. 18 touchdowns for Marquise Walker and 530 yards for Saquon Barkley. Almost 500 for Odell Beckham Jr. Great start. What's next? We'll find out soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate your support. I'd also appreciate if you would leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave your feedback below in the comment section. I will see you again with more content soon. Have a great day, everybody.